Why would you spend a single cent trying to stop folks from playing electronic bingo when there are so many other things that we could be doing?
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Believe it or not, Democrats do have some folks on the ballot here in Alabama, even though they have less folks on the ballot than the Libertarian Party. Which, yikes.
Ouch.
The Libertarian Party of Alabama has more candidates on the ballot than the Democrats. Whew. But one of those candidates is Wendell Majors. He is a cop running for Attorney General against incumbent Republican Steve Marshall. Now, there are all sorts of things you could do as a Democrat running for Attorney General to contrast yourself with the Republican in popular ways. You could pledge not to prosecute abortions, not to prosecute nonviolent drug crime. You could pledge to get tough on the boss's crime spree that's been going on, with children working in factories in Alabama, people being killed in warehouses, bosses polluting the environment, all this sorts of stuff. There's no shortage, absolutely no shortage of powerful folks screwing over working people in our state that a properly motivated attorney general could do something about. Well, Wendell Majors, Democrat cop running for Alabama Attorney General, wants to spend public resources cracking down on electronic bingo.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not joking. That's like, he was on the Alabama Capital Journal. That's like the Alabama Public Television weekly news show or something.
Every time I walk out the door, it's just electronic bingo wasteland out there. It's the biggest problem.
Biggest problem in my life.
It's the biggest problem I can think of facing Alabama right now.
When I think about Steve Marshall, the Republican Attorney General, the very first thing that comes to my mind is that he is not cracking down on casinos and electronic bingo.
Yeah.
And that's a bad thing. That's the first thing. And I'm sure that most of you listening are exactly the same way. We are tired of the scourge of electronic bingo in our state.
Dragging the state down.
Oh my God. I mean, and I just don't know, that's like the story.
You kind of gauge, you can kind of gauge a person by what their problems are, right? And
seriously,
this problem is the biggest challenge we got.
I mean, apparently we just finished solving all the other problems in Alabama, and I hadn't been aware of it. And so now we're on to the smaller stuff like electronic bingo. I mean, I want to be fair to him because he does make some vague overtures to going after opioid manufacturers. I mean, that was super vague. He was not specific about that. And lowering the prioritization for marijuana enforcement. But man, why would you spend a single cent trying to stop folks from playing electronic bingo when there are so many other things that we could be doing that need to be done? And why would you spend a single second of you're a Democrat running for Alabama Attorney General. You're going to lose by 30 points. And so every press stop that you make should just be devoted to hurting the Republican. That's it. It should just be devoted to hurting the Republican brand and defining yourself as somebody that is actually going to fight for working people. Defining your party as a mechanism for building power for working people. Obviously, that's not what the Democrats are doing, but that's ideally what they want to ideally, I think that's what a lot of the activists want the party to be. And so that's what the candidates should be doing. They should not be wasting a single second on saying that the Republican Attorney General is not prosecuting electronic bingo enough. It's it's so bizarre.
It reminds me of the Twitter problems that are facing the Alabama establishment.
And he doesn't have his Twitter account has not been tweeted from since he ran for Birmingham City Council in like 2017. I mean, these people, they're just not serious.
I was referring to, was it Steve?
Yeah, it was Steve Marshall.
That was like,
he has this forum on the Alabama Attorney General's website.
If you're scared of Twitter, please hit this up. But don't worry about the child labor.
Yeah, if Twitter hurts your feelings, then report it to us, and we will. We're not going to be able to do anything about it because what could we do about it, right? But you can tell us all about it. We'll act like your therapist. We will be your therapist. You know, tell me where.
Oh, that's mental health care, and that's right there.
There you go.
Wow.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.